Hi guys, welcome to the A&L show. My name is Levis. Today, for the first time in a long time, I will be reviewing an episode by episode review of a show. And this week's show will be The Acolytes in Disney Plus. It is a Star Wars spin-off show, I believe. Well, not a spin-off, but the story of Star Wars. And I saw the trailer and I'm like, okay, I'll give it a shot. Interesting is about the dark side, like what if Jedi's wasn't really the good guys and then the other ones was not the bad guys or whatever. And so expectations is, well, hopefully it's fun, because I did watch Obi-Wan Kenobi and it was okay at best. Mandalorian 1 and 2 was probably my favorite shows, and 3 was a little bit of a letdown. And what else? Star Wars. Andor was pretty good. Not that much action, but it was good. And I don't know if I'm missing one or another. I have to recall. But this first episode is 42 minutes, which, alright, I'll give it that. Better than the damn 30 minutes of Disney Plus be putting up. I haven't done the research on how many episodes the show has, but it did start with a two-parter. So I will be reviewing the episode Lost and Found, which is episode 1. And we start out with a person, a hunter, I guess. She's hunting a Jedi to kill, I guess, for some revenge. Let's just start with the intro, like the wording of it was pretty intriguing. Basically, it takes way before like the war of the Republic and Jedi and all this other stuff. So the Jedi, there was some Jedis, and I guess it was bad Jedis that used the Force for the wrong reason. So overall, the fight choreography was excellent, and the psychology and the storytelling just in the beginning intro before the title went in. And it kind of like masters like how would you fight a Jedi, basically, and then to provoke a Jedi to attack them, and like use underhanded tactics, and kind of like bring a little lore mythology to the thing. So it was a really strong opening, I give it that. And then, so the story of it is that we think that it's the main character that we're following her, but it's basically a twin, and we'll find out later on. But she ends up killing the Jedi at the end of the introduction and stuff like that. And they ended up finding, like, when I first came in, I'm like, okay, so that's obviously a bad person or whatever the case may be. But after the intro, like, there was a girl working in the space station, and she seemed to have a normal life, but it has exactly her face. And basically, except she does her power, it's just like not, not in there. So I'm like, okay, something's off. So she said that she didn't end up killing, that it wasn't her, that she didn't kill the thing, even though it was her face. So by this time, I was like, okay, so obviously, well, not obviously, either she's praying pretend the whole time, or it's like the wrong, or she really is innocent, but they're not gonna believe her. So point is, we follow the main character Osha, and like get a little backstory about little details, like she has a lot of trauma with her inside. She lost her family in a fire, and like it's the reason why she couldn't become a Jedi. to begin with, why she left. But after that, she so it was an easy kind that easily, was gonna transport her to be, judged and executed or whatever the case may be. So she gave in, no, she left, even though she was innocent. Then they were into this prison spaceship that they were getting transported to the prison itself, so she could be judged. But the villains itself, what's it called? They were gonna plan an escape because it was like run by droids in a way. Remember, this is the Star Wars universe, so droids are robots, if anybody is not aware. So we go back to a little, what's going on. Like her former mentor got told that his protege, killed that person, and he was like, he find it hard to believe and all that, but he chose to accept it anyway because if it were find out if like a former Jedi will kill another Jedi, it'll be looking bad on them, which is kind of shady. But okay. And so the prisoners ended up betraying her even after she just saved one of the prisoners, so he ended up taking the last escape route. So she ended up taking a bump in a crash into like a frozen planet. And they found out about the crash and whatever, but all those prisoners got back into like they got caught, and they're saying that it was all her fault, which kind of makes her look even more guilty, which it wasn't her fault. And the former mentor, which I kind of do like him, he was like, oh, let me go with him, like that was my former protege, if she is guilty, then that is on me, I should be the one holding accountable, and let me go find her. He said it, and then to she'll like bring a few groups and then be discreet. So then we get back to the main character, Osha, and she has a dream, was a dream sequence. Somebody who looks like her, and it ended up being her sister, twin sister May. And in the dream, it says like, oh, like she's going to kill everybody and kill all the Jedi and stuff like that. And they have the mindset of one, but they believe that she died. And the former protege was like, she was the one who started the fire that killed all her family, but Osha was the only survivor. So, like I said, all this thing in 42 minutes is given a nice backstory, nice pace, nice storytelling, the fighting, like it keeps you guessing like what's going on. And here's forth. It's not anything out of the ordinary or anything like that, but I'm enjoying it so far. So they got to the planet, they figure out she's alive. It was kind of like cliched, and they find her. I thought it was gonna be like more of a making it her difficult to solve. She's gonna hide or anything, but she didn't. But she's like, oh, I didn't do it. She said that his sister was alive, and then she said they believe her and blah blah blah. And then she comes then it comes to the fate of it towards the end of the episode that you see her sister, like, I guess being an acolyte, what they call it as acolytes, I guess, or dark Jedi, like, with her dark master or whatever, the master of her, talking to her, like, talk about what it'd like to be an acolyte and stuff like that. And yeah, and then the episode ends with, okay, like, who is the dark figure? Who is he? What's the intention? How they gonna clear Osha's name? Is she gonna find her sister? And all these questions. Which, thank God, they dropped the first 2 episodes, which I'll be reviewing the next episode today. Because I'm gonna try to keep it in order because I know it's gonna be weekly. But if you guys did watch the episode, or if you like Star Wars or interested in Acolytes, tell me what you think. Leave in the comments below, and please, subscribe, like, leave a comment, share, and I'll see you guys next time for the episode 2. Bye bye.